my name is Coach Maddie, and today I want to share a little secret with you regarding my weight loss journey. So I just came back from my honeymoon, and I came back on Saturday, and I immediately weighed myself on Sunday. I was really excited to kind of see what the heck happened with my weight. So I stepped on the scale, and I was up 9 pounds from the day before I left for our honeymoon. Now, I stepped on the scale. I didn't freak out. I didn't be really hard on myself. I didn't feel guilty. I didn't feel like I backtracked or like I had to do a bunch of overcompensation to make up for it and fix it and starve myself this coming week. I knew that it was coming, and I was really excited to accept the challenge. So what I want to do is explain to you what happened, like how do you go up so much weight so quickly so you have a better understanding of your fluctuations. And then I also want to tell you what I'm going to do this week to get back to where I was pre-vacation. So the reason it went up, so a couple things, okay? So I was eating more food than usual, okay? I generally keep my food very simple. I don't add a lot of sauces, oils, salts, seasonings. I just don't like it personally. So I don't add a whole lot of stuff. So not only was there a lot more oil and grease in the food while I was away, there's a lot more salt in the food. So I had a lot more water retention than usual. I was holding on to water. So it was a little bit more poofy and inflamed. That contributed to the weight gain. What also happened was because it was more food than usual, like a higher volume of food in general, there was more food sitting in me. So if there's more food sitting in me, then it just shows up on the scale, right? There's just more foods in my intestines, in my stomach, kind of all the way up to here, right? So that would help the scale go up for sure. Also, because not only was there, grease and salt involved, but there was also just different foods that I wasn't used to eating, right? Like more breads than usual, where before I would have, rice, more natural stuff. So that was unusual to my system. So what that ended up doing was making me a little bit constipated, right? So now I'm literally full of poop. I'm full of poop. And that would make me way heavier as well. And then on top of that, of course, I definitely overindulged a little bit. I definitely didn't go overboard. I felt very in control. I was in a bikini almost every day with no cover up because I needed to prove to myself that number one, I'm comfortable, I'm confident, and actually, being in a bikini makes you behave a little bit better because you got everything all hanging out. So that was another strategy that I used to help me stay in control. But I really enjoyed my time and I enjoyed my food and I didn't feel guilty about what I enjoyed. I also drank a lot. I am not a big drinker at all. Anybody who knows me knows that I never drink. And while I was away, I definitely had some drinks. I had my drink of choice was mango tangos, if anybody's had one of those. They were really good. And I was pounding them back. I was enjoying my honeymoon. So that also made me more inflamed as well because I'm not used to any type of alcohol at all. So that all contributed to 9 pounds of a weight gain by the time I came back. And I knew that that wasn't actual fat. So if anybody sees a big jump in the scale, please know that you have not put on fat that quickly. I didn't put on 9 pounds of fat. I just have more poop in me, more water retention, etc., and I got to get rid of all this inflammation from vacation. So I didn't panic because I know exactly why it happened. I know exactly what it's from, and I know that I didn't actually gain that weight and I'm going to lose it very quickly. So what am I going to do to get back on track? Well, I got back on a Saturday. I weighed in on a Sunday, which is yesterday. And the scale said 9 pounds heavier. And then I checked again this morning and I'm already down 3 pounds. So just by getting back on track with my regular eating schedule immediately, I had just dropped 3 pounds overnight. I flushed out. I was peeing a lot. I was flushing out a lot of water that was still stuck in me. I had a really good bowel movement. Too much information, I know, but that also emptied me out. And I also think it's really important to consider increasing your cardio when you get back. So this week, I am not in a rush to burn off this weight. What I am in a rush to do is get back into a routine because I feel the best and in control and the lightest and the tightest and the strongest and the most focused when I'm back on my routine. So that is the only thing that I'm going to do this week. I'm not going to overshoot for anything. I'm not going to work out more and eat less this week. I'm going to go right back to what I was doing before we left on our honeymoon. That is it. And by the end of the week, it will all be gone. I will feel just as good as I did leaving before the trip as I do coming back now. And so please do not freak out when you see the jumps. You do not gain fat that quickly. You are inflamed, you're full of poop, or you're full of food, or you're having maybe an allergic reaction to something you don't normally eat. So I'm not worried. I'm actually very excited because overall, this was the best vacation I have ever had in terms of being healthy. I was working out every day because I wanted to, not because I feel like I had to make up for everything that I was eating. I was sweating like crazy. I was walking around. I was getting my steps in. I felt so good and in control. And it was just a great example and reminder for me that, you know, vacation is about the experience, about the company, and then food is definitely an enhancer. Alcohol is definitely an enhancer, but it shouldn't be the thing you're excited about doing all day. It shouldn't be the thing you obsess over, and it shouldn't be the thing that makes you feel guilty at the end of the day. Did it make your day better or worse? Ask yourself, whether you're on vacation or just living your day-to-day life, did the food today make my day better or worse? Did it, you know, because there's a difference between it made 5 seconds of my day great as I was eating it, and then I felt like crap for 2 hours after and had to take a nap, right? Those are two different things. Does the food and how you're eating and how much and when, is it making your day better or is it making your day harder? And that's what I want you to think about. And that's what I want you to take away from my experience on vacation. The food I ate made my experience better. It made me appreciate the scenery more. It made me, you know, more in depth. We made a ton of friends on the resort. Random strangers would come to dinner with us, and food was an enhancer. It wasn't a controller. I didn't have this emotional connection where I had to eat everything in the buffet, where I had to eat everything at the a la carte restaurants because I was never going to get it again. And I'm on vacation and I want to get my money's worth. It wasn't like that, because at the end of the vacation, I would have felt like crap. Was I more lethargic and poofy than usual? Absolutely. Was I stressed about it? No. I've already lost 3 pounds in my first day. By the end of the week, I'm going to hit a new low, right? I'm going to get even lower than what I was before I left. And I just look back on this vacation with fond memories and lots of pictures, because I remember before I lost my 80 pounds, I never took pictures, especially on vacation, because that was when I used to have a free-for-all with the buffet and the drinks, right? But this time I didn't have the free-for-all. I was in beautiful outfits all the time because I made sure to only pack tight-fitting stuff, because that would also help me stay in control. And I took so many pictures, and I can look back on so many fond memories instead of, oh, I felt gross there. Oh, I was hiding my stomach there. Oh, I was bloated there. No, etc., etc., etc. So that's my little vacation blurb on what happened to my personal weight. I still have fluctuations. I don't stress about it. As long as you just get back to your routine, that's all you have to do. It's never that serious. It's never that big of a deal. You don't have to stress about the number. You did not go backwards 10 steps. It will correct itself as long as you just do what you were doing before. That's it.